Good evening, everyone. Sorry, just a quick announcement. We do apologise for the extended delay here in getting the stream started. It was due for a 6:30 start, but due to earlier QSL games running slightly over time, there has been a little bit of a delay. We'll be kicking off in around about 5 minutes. So thank you for your patience, and we'll get things started shortly. Welcome everybody to Hibiscus Sports Complex and the Harry Haxton Court as we bring you the QSL Game of the Week presented by the Southwest Metro Pirates and Stream Team Australia. It is Southwest Metro taking on the University of Sunshine Coast Rip City. My name is Regan Baker and I'm joined today in the commentary booth by fan favourite from Nothing But Net Media, from Southwest himself as well, and all-time good friend of the show, Dave Derwin.
G'day Riggs, I'll try and be as impartial as I can. I'm still wearing my independent hat tonight.
It's going to be quite an interesting game that we've got here as well, Dave. Like a wealth of talent sort of down both sides of the floor, but looking at the players that we've got out on the floor, I mean, it's hard to go past the likes of Madison Roche coming up for USC Rip City. Just an amazing talent and someone that's averaging 33 points a week. It's going to be a very, very tough challenge for Southwest.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game, and I think I was just talking to Brad before the game, and he was hoping that they could be a little more competitive tonight as well. A little bit, probably struggled a little bit in the last couple of weeks. It's probably a pretty fair statement. But obviously Roche, I'm assuming a whole lot of offense is going through her tonight, so it'll be interesting to see what game plan Southwest roll out. Yeah,
absolutely. But, I mean, Southwest has been slowly improving over the course of the last couple of weeks as well, from their performance in round one to where we are now. Like, the team is really coming together as a whole. And the game last week against Ipswich, it was a tough loss, but you could see the way that they were setting up their offense. They were moving the ball a lot better and trying to find the penetration dribbles down the center. So they're working on a lot of really good things. It's just a matter of piecing it together and getting the final result.
And I think your comment was spot on. It's kind of a little bit of a thrown together group too. I mean, as a lot of the QSL teams are. So that's you just can't sort of conjure up chemistry in a week. And so I think that's probably part of it too, where they've got a bit of young talent, got some more veteran players, and they're trying to weave that together.
Yeah, absolutely. And, looking at the USC Rip City as well, I mean, there's a kind of a lot of young and upcoming players in that side as well. So the QSL has been a very interesting league throughout this year, because obviously you've got a wealth of NBL and WNBL talent coming down and playing in a competition with up-and-coming juniors from the local association. So it's a fantastic opportunity down both ends of the floor. For the young guns on the Pirate side to come up against someone like, Maddie Roche, who I think recently announced in one of the Opal squads. It's fantastic to come up against that talent on the other side of the floor, because it teaches you so much coming up against that.
Yeah, it is, and that's why, it is a bit random. I mean, as in the men's Pirates program, this is a better group in the QSL than we would have had for the NBL 1, right? Just because of circumstances. So it's a good league, and I think it's great that obviously that people are still playing, and that's probably the most important part at the moment in what has been a fairly funky year.
Yeah, absolutely. After going through as many weeks isolation as what we did, just the fact that we can come and watch live sport again and obviously bring it to the internet once again. I mean, it's just great to be out there and to see a wealth of talent across all walks of life, whether it's the young juniors. And I did some research after last week's game. I think Susan McHugh for Southwest, only 16, 17 years old. So, and starting 5 in a QSL team. So
yeah, and I don't know a lot of the some of the new faces. And I was talking to Brad actually, and I said, young McHugh, she looks like a little baller, and he's like, yeah, she's a great talent. As I saw about 3 minutes of warm up is the extent of my experience of watching her play, but she looked like absolutely looked like a up and coming star, that's for sure.
Hey, there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to work out my clock for some reason. It wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. But we're underway as we tip things off. Southwest got the ball currently to have the first attempt at basket. That one there a little bit too strong, unfortunately, going over the top for Manamaluga. So Rip City with a chance to put the first points on the board. Prince for Rip City bowls over the defense and fires a deep one. That's good for 2.
Yeah, pretty good D there from Axum as well. I mean, straight up. And
looks like we just got a hand-checking call against Rip City.
We have a shoe blowout from Axum. She's literally her shoe has blown out, and now she's looking for a new pair of kicks.
I haven't seen that one in many years, Dave.
Well, and the irony is you kind of don't really bring a spare pair, right?
No.
So, anyway, back to the action.
Yeah, it's not really something that you ever prepare for, really, losing a pair of boots. But I'm sure she'll be able to borrow a pair somewhere. Rip City now driving down the center of the key. Foul's going to be called.
She might be into some of those QSL young kids, and hey, you guys got any spare kicks?
Yeah, there we go. I don't, we can't see it on the stream, but over the other side of the floor, out in the grandstands, trying to find some kicks. A foul there for Southwest called against Manamaluga. Roche to the line. First is good. And second also good for Roche. McHugh with it now for Southwest. Kicks out to Beatson. 3-point shot is up and just bouncing off the front of the rim. Good defensive board there from Ditchburn for USC. Structured offense for Rip City straight out of the gate, sending things up out wide, but Roche goes down the center of the floor and she'll get pinged for the charge as well. Probably not the call that you want.
No. I mean, she kind of was forcing it a little bit, but it was one of those 50-50s. And
yeah, minute and a half into the game, you got your star player getting an offensive foul on, probably a little bit of soft contact. It's probably one of those ones you could have let go. We let the one the play before go. Maybe let that one go as well.
Yeah.
Down Southwest. So, I mean,
oh, wow.
Realistically, I suppose if you call it down one end, you have to call it down the other end of the floor as well.
I think, and Brad's probably shaking his head as much as we are on two calls that are kind of like, huh? Okay.
So
but to your point, they kind of even themselves out.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, hey, we're sitting on the sideline doing absolutely nothing. So from the referee's perspective, obviously enough contact to warrant it. We think it's a little bit soft, but hey, at least it's consistent. It's down both ends. So Southwest offensive foul going against Bree Farley. Southwest going to work underneath, though. That's Courtney Taylor trying to drive to the bucket, and she's fouled.
Yeah, good push from Taylor.
Going to get that foul against Layla Prince for Rip City. And there's a little bit of confusion out on the floor, same as there was with me. I saw them call a foul on number 8 from Rip City before, but there's no number 8 on the score sheet. So, slight update it seems. According to the score sheet, and I'm sure in live stats as well, Lisa Ups on the score sheet is listed as number 6, but she's wearing number 8.
Ah, okay. That's strict everyone, mate.
Well, I think everyone was a little bit confused there. Foul was called against 8, and everyone's looking around just going, what's going on?
It does look like an 8, though, like, to be honest.
Yeah. Definitely almost joins at the top. Got another foul here. This one against Southwest, so that goes against Manamaluga. I mean, referee's definitely trying to set the standard early, Dave. We're just over 2 minutes in, and that's 3 fouls apiece. So a little bit scrappy early on. Referee's trying to clean that up, so hopefully we can have a little bit of a smoother game in the second through to fourth. Yeah, great inside pass. So Ditchburn for the inside 2 there for Rip City. And Manamaluga for Southwest now. Hands over to McHugh. She drives baseline, fires one up. A little bit too strong over the top. Roche with the defensive rebound. Looks for the 3-point shot, but great defense, nice and tight.
Yeah, good job from Pirates. Putting plenty of purple singlets in front of her there in D-trans. And that's what you want to sort of do, is make those offensive players see plenty of purple. Try and take away a couple of the options.
And realistically, like, surely that was discussed in the game plan as well, is get as many purple hands in front of Roche as you possibly can.
And if the other 4 have career nights, then congratulations.
Roche for the 3. You can hear Coach George on the sidelines yelling, get a hand up in her face. So definitely something that was obviously discussed.
Yeah.
But that's exactly it. They're going to need to get the hand up. You can't leave someone like that on the 3-point line completely unmarked without a single hand in her face. Like, she'll just keep taking that shot all night.
Absolutely. And you know she's got the green light to do so as well. So
yeah, she missed on that occasion, but she's definitely not going to miss for the rest of the night.
Oh, nice little pull up from Farley, yeah.
Yeah, it looked good. Just got the unfortunate roll. Roche, again, going inside. Hands on the ball there from Farley. Referee's going to get it as a foul. They've got the foul there on Susan McHugh. Contact in the back. I thought it was on Farley for the hands.
Yeah. Just got to do a better job of moving their feet and playing D with their bodies instead of having the reach.
Yeah, and I mean, 7 fouls in 4 minutes. The girls are obviously aware that the referees are going to ping, you know, any of that scrappy stuff. They're going to ping it. So, you know, it's a matter of getting yourself in front now, getting your hands out, moving your feet. If you're going to play scrappy defense, they're going to call it.
That's the coach killer move right there, where the Parker checks in.
Yeah.
Parker turns the ball over. Makes the coaches mad.
Yeah, it's,
quickly.
Especially after a free throw as well. Perfect opportunity. And it wasn't like there wasn't heavy defense on the rebound either. It was just not able to get the hands on the ball.
Yeah.
And they got punished for it as well. And there's the 2-point bucket for Brooke Pateman. Screen from Beatson to open up McHugh for the 3-point shot. It's too far to the right.
Like Farley was getting held there in the back, but
yeah, Rip came down with the board. I think that was Pateman again getting herself underneath and pulling the rebound. Kind of fell into her lap a little bit. See Roche go up for the 3-point shot. Hand in the face from Taylor. Offensive rebound, and they got the illegal screen set to take out Susan McHugh. This screen going to go against Brooke Pateman.
I think she did a whole lot wrong there. I mean,
she was definitely set. So the ruling with illegal screens is if you're setting a screen behind a player, you have to be able to you physically have to touch them to let them know that you're there, or you have to be a meter back. And in that particular situation, I don't think she was a meter away. She set it a little bit close, so the player had no opportunity to turn around, recognize, and avoid the screen. It was just straight into her. So tough for me to see from where I am to judge it adequately, but probably fair. 3-point shot is up and good. That from Layla Prince. 2-point shot there, taking the lead out to 7. Sorry, 3-point shot. I thought they signaled 2. McHugh now bailed up with a double team. They're going to get the hands foul against, I would think, Lisa. No, they didn't go against Ups. They went against Prince. And we'll walk to the line for 2 as well. So that's 5 team fouls as we see Brooke Pateman checking out for Rip. And number 3, Cameron Hughes checking in. McHugh goes 1 from 2 for the line. That's a tough matchup right there, McHugh versus Roche.
I was just thinking the same. What a great baptism to fire. I love it. I love it. And she's not backing down either. Ooh, nice push from Taylor again. Missed a little lefty.
But that's exactly it. In a situation like this, it's like, as a 16, 17-year-old player, how often do you get to say that I came up against WNBL, opal talent on my local association floor? So, I mean...
And you see Roche there, the skill and class of, she just picked her in trans, drew the charge.
Yeah, the experience that McHugh's going to get from marking up against Roche is going to be absolutely invaluable. Speaking of which, Roche going to the bucket, splitting the defense and creating contact from both ends. They're going to get the call against Amanda Beatson, though.
She's going to need a good ice pack tomorrow, mate. I mean, there's been a whole lot of contact on Roche already in the first 6 minutes. I mean, she's probably drawn 3 or 4 fouls, a couple of offensive. She's been in everything.
Well, and she's doing the right thing as well, though. She's recognised that, there's been occasions where Southwest's defence has fallen asleep a little bit. Perfect example there. The 2 girls standing, probably 1.5 feet, 2 feet apart, and it's a perfect opportunity to try and split the D, go down the middle. If they try and close that gap, chances are they're moving when you make contact. It's just, veteran basketball IQ right there, recognising the hole, and they're either going to spread apart and you got the run, or you're going to get a foul on the shot. So
just tried to do a little too much there on that one. It was actually a bad pass coming off that pin down action on the weak side. The pass was already behind her, where it should have been right in her pocket so she could just catch and turn the corner.
Nice little floater shot there from Matisse Robinson after just checking into the game. Her first points of the night. The turnover here as well, so Rip City going to go back to back and try and put some more points on the board. Ball in the hands of Ups. Robinson. Nice little jump shot there, making it look a little bit too easy. Is Up sort of fading away towards the baseline and just swishing it through. So nice little run here so far for USC Rip City. It's 17 plays 5. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break as well, but don't go anywhere. I'll be right back for you shortly. And back with you here. Pirates ball from the baseline. They've changed the score again on me. I keep trying to adjust mine to match what they've got on the scoreboard. It's 18 plays 5. USC Rip City up by 13. Doing a great job coming out of the gates early in this first quarter and loading up on points. There's a great block there from Ups.
Oh, that's a white touch, I reckon. My eyes are pretty good. I reckon that was a white little... I reckon there was a purple finger onto a white finger, and I reckon the Rip know it.
I reckon you could be right.
No, I think offensively, for the Pirates, they haven't got a lot of good stuff out of their action. It's sort of been a little one out, and so they're kind of struggling to utilise the offense to help them score.
And they've been finding it really hard to sort of get players inside the key as well, or at least clean shots inside the paint. Realistically, the defense from Rip City has been pretty tight so far, and even that's a floating jump shot from the free throw line. So not an easy shot to make on the run under pressure. And see, that's just too easy as well from Rip City. Couldn't quite get it to fall, was Hughes, but wide open lane for Roche to get the ball directly under the basket, and just a lapse in awareness from Southwest underneath. Axum back on the court for the Pirates as well, with a fresh set of kicks on loan from a loving fan in the grandstands. She goes inside to Farley. Farley turnaround jump shot is good.
2 points, Pirates.
They've gone into that horn set the last couple of minutes, and that was better action. I think they've got to just be a bit more definitive in what they want out of it. On that occasion, they got Farley on a nice post-up, and she had a nice turnaround jump shot.
And this is where you got to utilise and trust that experience that you have on the floor as well. Like, you know, Farley's been in the QBL and competitions all around for years and years, and you know, it's a much better shot than like the likes of that from Axum, just trying to push through two very strong defenders. It's a tough shot. Who's right? Me or Rob? Is it Rochi or Rocky? Am I saying it wrong?
It's Rochi.
It is Rochi?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I'm going against the GM of Southwest in the pronunciation.
I'm not the women's expert either, but I think I'm pretty confident it's Rochi.
I'll take my wages against Rob.
Yeah.
5 on the shot clock for Southwest, needing to make something happen here. Farley takes a 3 over the top of Robinson. Can't get it to fall though.
Well, there's a little heat check right there. Boom. I knew it was coming.
And she hot.
Wow, she's just blown the game out here in the last few minutes with a couple big threes and a couple nice passes.
Yeah, 29-7, tough first quarter for the Pirates. But again, you know, Rochi, just that wealth of talent, and she's got a really nice shot on her as well. And she's in form in Southwest. Look, a little bit late getting the hand in her face as well. McHugh defending her on that play, got out to her, but probably just a fraction too late to make the shot that little bit easier for her as well.
And you got to, you know, with her, you got to make her a driver tonight anyway. You know, real tight up and in, be a pain in the backside.
Yeah, well, how many threes is that for Rochi now? That's probably 3 of 5. So she's taken 5, made 3.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's clearly shooting from out wide. If she's going to score 33 points, which is her average, you know, you got to make her do that from the inside, not give her that easy 3-point shot, which is where she really succeeds.
And you got to find her now and show her. Wow, that was a tremendous pass.
So tremendous that I think even Robinson didn't realize it was coming to her.
Thread the needle. Thinking she's Magic Johnson out there, Reeks. Holy cow. Great pass.
Axum in the dying seconds flings one up. It rolls over the back of the ring. Rochi to end the quarter fires one up, but she's held.
Yeah, 2 more shots. That's just can I say dumb? It's a dumb foul.
It is absolutely a dumb foul.
You know, you don't want to just go and give her 2 points to finish the game. That's to finish the quarter. It's a little deflating. And
more so than just being they're going to whack, I think, a second back onto the clock.
I reckon about that, or maybe just under 2-ish.
So throw 1 back up on mine here. But on top of being a dumb foul, Dave, as well, like it was a silly foul, but it's like almost lucky not to get the unsportsmanlike as well.
Yeah.
Like from where I was, it was a clear grab at the arm to try and stop the drive.
Yeah.
You know, you're risking it for no reason at this point in time. Like she's like, where was it? Like probably at the end of the halfway circle.
Yeah,
so she's never going to hit that shot. She had 1 second.
Get a hand up. Good luck to you if you hit.
Yeah.
You know.
Or if you're playing from behind or beside, just leave it. She's got more chance of missing the wild 3-point shot from halfway than she has of making the 2 free throws.
And again, you know, for someone like her, you just get her eye in. She goes and whacks a couple of free throws. Feels good about herself. And if you're a Pirate, you're like, oh man, that was a dumb foul. And then you start looking at each other a bit funny, and now you're down 22.
And especially when there's already been, you know, quite a few fouls in the quarter as well. It's just one of those silly little ones. You don't need to get any more fouls on the board at the moment.
There was a whole lot of fouls in that quarter.
Yeah, like 12, 13.
Yeah, I was going to say at least that.
Yeah, it was a fair few, but we'll check that out as we come back from the quarter time break. It looks like we're having a 3-minute quarter, Dave, so we're going to take a quick rest, but stay right with us. We're back with you shortly with the next quarter of your QSL Game of the Week between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the USC Rip City. And back with you here from Hibiscus Sports Complex. It's quarter 2 in Southwest Metro playing the USC Rip City. It's 30-7. So Southwest, not a great start to the night, Dave. You've got the stats in front of you. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, a little rough here for the Pirates. 2 of 16 to start the game is always going to be pretty damn ugly. 1 assist, out-rebounded by 11. You know, there's some damning stats there to turn around quickly. But at the same time, you know, offensively, you know, they just sort of struggled to get some good looks. So if they can try and clean up their offensive execution, you know, that'll go what wonders. They just took a lot of bad rush shots.
Yeah, I think it's just about working that offense a little bit more as well and actually just taking the opportunity that's going to be easy. Right now, you know, they're down by 21. They know they're down by 21, and they're just trying to rush the points. They're trying to shoot through 2 or 3 tough defenders rather than recognizing, hey, I've got 2 defenders on me. Yeah. There's someone on this floor that's unguarded. Let's get them the ball and take the open, easy shot.
Yeah, I agree. I just, you know, a little more ball movement, I think, would be hella handy as well.
A little bit of contest here from Coach George about the shooting action. But we're going to go to the line for 2. Cara Deneen hits the first. Doesn't hit the second, though. Good D-board there for Southwest. Hopefully, just need to wait and see what they do with their offense here, whether they've changed things around a little bit and if they're going to slow things up. Going to take a deep 2 there from Manamaluga. That one's no good. Roche pulling the D-board. Good hands there from McHugh. Couldn't quite get the hold on it, though. Back to Roche, and again, she's just fire tonight, hitting another long 3. And making it all a little bit too difficult for Southwest. Farley loses the handles, manages to recover, though. Manamaluga underneath. 9 on the shot clock. Shot up from Axum. It's too strong, over the top. Roche again, heat check. That one's no good.
You know what? If I'm up 25, I'm doing that too, right?
Yeah, why not? You've hit 3. Actually, she's hit 3 of her last 3. Yeah. So she missed a couple early on, but the last 3 in a row she's hit. So, yeah. Hey, why not?
And just again, it was another poor shot, you know, from the Pirates. So they're just going to be a little patient here and try and get through some offense.
Yeah, you know, like they recognise that they had 8 seconds left on the shot clock, but they've then taken a rushed shot from 3-point. That's a much better option. Nice and easy underneath from Christy Lee Farley. And, you know, that's a better option for Southwest as well. Getting the ball underneath, trying to find that player. You know, she wasn't wide open. She only had 1 defender. She recognised the spin move, and it was a great little shot underneath. And those are the kinds of plays that Southwest needs to work towards rather than big skip passes, especially when it's Roche in the middle of the skip.
Well, and again, Farley did a good job of going through, running a nice rim run, and then establishing a post target. And McHugh just went away from her and threw a cross-court pass to...
Straight to Roche. McHugh in the corner. Farley again.
Floor balance is a little funky here for the Pirates too in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
McHugh goes up and I mean, good on McHugh for taking that. Like, realistically, like you said, the floor spacing was all over the place. There were 4 on the far side of the floor. There was only 1 player on the weak side. So for McHugh, it's like, what option do you really have? You don't have the open passes because the defenders can easily pick it off. So, hell, why not? Take the left-hand drive, dance around, go to the bucket. And she got the foul, so good little option. And her first is good. As is the second.
Just got to get some stops too here for the Pirates. They got to try and get some, you know, try and get a bit of transition themselves. I mean, they just keep taking the ball out of the net, which doesn't help.
And just put a little bit more pressure on the likes of Roche. I mean, she's just shooting the absolute lights out here, and a lot of it is uncontested as well. And even shots like that, even though she hasn't had many shots tonight, Hughes, You know, 3-point shot, the hand was very late in getting up in preventing the shot itself. Like, this is much tighter defense here from McHugh, right in the face of Roche. Forces her to drive right. Unfortunately, Christy Lee Farley just a little bit late to get into position and gets the bumping foul, but tighter defense from McHugh, forcing the drive from Roche.
Yeah, just, you know, great to watch these young kids to watch. You know, she's got a tremendous little shot pocket action as well, Roche. She's so tight with the ball. Yeah, just beautiful to watch. Looks after the pill, always a triple threat. Does a good job of keeping a live dribble as well, probing. So it's great for any male or female watching her.
Yeah.
You know, it's excellent.
And again, she's just a master of reading the play. And like in that instance there, drawing the foul against Beatson. Passes in from out of bounds, takes a 3-point shot. I think she thought she was fouled, but definitely looked like a hand on the ball from where I was sitting. They managed to pull the offensive rebound again. Like you said at the break, Dave, just Southwest getting absolutely out-rebounded, and the number of second-chance opportunities, let alone points, for USC Rip City has got to be astronomical. Oh, unfortunate save there from Beatson. Managed to pull it back is Bree Farley, though, as she spins to the bucket for 2.
Yeah, well, Farley's been, at least Farley's been looking for a shot, which has been good, and other than her, the rest of the offense has really struggled.
Another offensive rebound there.
Pretty free. And another.
Yeah, Layla Prince really fighting underneath for those offensive rebounds. That's 2 in a row for her. She's coming in for the 3rd and gets it. I mean, as a coach, that's got to kill you, right? 3 offensive rebounds to the same player.
In a possession, yeah. In one possession.
A surprising no call there. I think either a foul or a travel as Christy Lee Farley surely gets the charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of frustration creeping in from the Southwest girls, I think. Farley just going over the top. I think it was Prince again.
Yeah.
Just getting in everything. So I think from memory that'll be the first personal there for Christy Lee Farley. Axum getting subbed off for Southwest. I think I just heard the referee say she still had a nose piercing in, so I'm sure she'll be back on momentarily. And that there will be the 5th team foul for Southwest, so they're a little bit frustrated, taking a timeout. We'll take a quick break as well, but we'll be back with you shortly with more action from Hibiscus Sports Complex. Back with you here on the Harry Haxton court. Foul roughly halfway into Rip City's offensive line, but 5 team fouls for Southwest. So they're going to send Cameron Hughes to the line. She'll make the first.
Hughes has been a board muncher since she's came in, and in particular last few minutes been terrific on the glass, getting them a couple extra possessions.
And she's also almost got the steal there as well. Yeah, Hughes and Prince have just been absolute mongrels underneath in the rebounding situation, just fighting for every O board. And they pulled a couple of D boards as well, so doing a really, really good job underneath.
And another deflection from Prince.
Yeah, just fighting for everything. Like, they're just not letting up. Substitutions here for Southwest. McHugh going to take a break, and Courtney Taylor checking back in. Inbounds is to Taylor. Sav-O with it as the shot clock rattles down to 5 seconds. They find Beatson inside. She flicks up a left-hander, and it gets the lucky bounce and in. Good drive down the baseline there from Prince with the handoff. Finds a wide open long two.
Yeah, I don't know how they're just getting really open. The Pirates are really losing their player. Just not staying connected with who they're guarding, and as you say, just simple passes getting through.
And like, it's just great spacing and great offense from Rip City as well. Like, you look at that play there. The ball's come down the right-hand side with Prince driven down the baseline, handed off to the far three-point line. 2 or 3 very quick passes, and all of a sudden it's back out to Prince on the three-point line for that wide two. And the nearest player was probably 12 feet away from her.
Another road board.
And again, Prince wide open. This time she does get the three-point drop. And that's just too easy, too open.
Yeah.
Like you said, Southwest just losing their player and just not able to get out, get the hand in the face.
Good show from Ups. And there's Farley at her best with that mid-range game, which she does really well.
Roche now. Skip pass is taken by Farley. Good hands and recognition there. A rare mistake from Roche as well. Right idea.
South having a little trouble on the catch. There you go. Nice driving kick. There you go. That's much better. Good shot.
Yeah, tough shot from Gerhardt. Couldn't quite get it to fall, but definitely better recognition from Southwest as we see Prince dancing underneath the bucket. That was beautiful.
Prince with a lovely little euro.
Yeah, she's a talented little player, Prince.
Yeah, I remember, I think last year hit there too, Reeds, I think, from memory. I'm just trying to remember, we had a couple of Rip games late in the year, and I think she was there last year.
Possibly. I don't remember, to be completely honest, Dave. Ooh. I mean, would not surprise me one bit. She's been a fantastic asset out on the floor here. So even, like, obviously a QBL side, probably slightly, they'd have a slight more depth than what the QSL team would have. But if she was coming in, 6 or 7 off the bench, she'd be a great little asset to a QBL team. So it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And again, just going to work on that one there, drawing the foul, going on the line for another 2. Prince goes 1 of 2. 19 plays 45. Rip City healthy lead with just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter here.
Yeah, pretty handy for Prince so far. 13 points on 5 of 7. 8 rebounds and a steal. So, she's having a really good imprint on this game.
And that was a much better look there from Southwest as well, finding Beatson underneath. Nice little reverse spin move, going straight to the bucket, drawing the contact against Megan Ditchburn.
Yeah, I'd like to see them going a little bit more to Beatson, and I just think there's an advantage there, down low, and off that sort of horns action, they can get some nice seals, and I think that she should try to be a focal point, I think, for the next little while. Yeah,
well, she's got the size advantage, so why not get the ball into her underneath? And she's obviously got the spin move to suit.
Wow, Taylor did a pretty good job defensively there. Roche too good, and she gets the shoot and roll. Here we go. Nice little turn over shoulder.
Almost identical to the play before as well. So, hey, if it works once, why not try it again? And they got the result from it. Roche, inside, outside. Beautiful play there. Again, another O-board.
Wow, there has been a lot of O-boards.
Especially this quarter as well.
Seriously.
There were some in the first.
They're only giving them 9. I reckon there've been 9 this quarter.
Well, Prince has probably got 9 this quarter.
Like, seriously. wow. And they've had a couple of lucky rolls go their way too.
Yeah, that was
Another turnover.
the flattest roll off the back of the rim. And again, O-board, put back, 2 points. Too easy.
These statisticians are going to be exhausted, Riggs, by the end of the night, mate, with the amount of statting.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was just a great hustle underneath from Megan Ditchburn, getting herself underneath, getting the rebound, and just straight back up again. Pulls the D-board as well. Where was the nearest Southwest player to that rebound?
Yeah, and that's what the Bateson post-up opportunities then creates, because now they have to sink down on her. She gets that nice opportunity for a nice kick. Parker, good-looking shot. She kind of fumbled it, so again, Parker's got to get ready to rumble, get her hands ready. I mean, she's obviously got the green light to shoot it.
Good look from Bateson. Couldn't quite get it to fall, just not enough power on it, hitting the front of the rim. But good-looking shot, great opportunity, nice and open. Rip now with just under 50 seconds to go. Three-point shot is up and off the front of the rim. A little bit too soft there from Deneen. We're going to have a foul here against Cameron Hughes. It'll be the 4th team foul for Rip. Taylor finds the gap, flicks it up, but can't get over the rim.
She made it a little bit hard for herself. She had the left-hand layup that was right there, and
tried to find a way to go right.
Wow, kids, use your left hand. And that was a horribly obvious foul. That wasn't called.
Was a fair bit of reaching. Got enough time on the clock for 2 more plays here. The first one is going to be from Prince with the wide open three.
You just can't lose your player like that. That's just unforgivable stuff.
Yeah, and the turnover straight away on the out of bounds as well. Gerhardt went to make the pass and stepped over the line. So 10 seconds on the clock, and Rip going to have another opportunity. They find Prince underneath. 5 on the clock. The shot's going to be here for... it's going to be Ditchburn. She fires one up, but good defense there from Savo, getting the hand on it.
A better hand, that's for sure.
Well, that does wrap it up for the half, and challenging quarter for Pirates, letting a few too many offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities for the Rip City. They've made it hard for themselves.
A few too many, you're kind. We'll talk about stats on the other side.
That we will. It is the halftime break. I think we're going to cut this one down to 10 minutes due to the scheduling running a little bit late. So we're going to take a break for the halftime. We'll be back with you shortly. Don't go anywhere, and we'll see you for the second half of action soon. Back with you here at Hibiscus Sports Stadium. It is your Pirates QSL Game of the Week versus the USC Rip City. It's 54 plays 23. Rip coming out firing in the first half, led of course by Madison Roche, just having an absolute blinder of a game. Dave, you got the stats sitting in front of you.
She's going okay. She's going okay. She's got 20 in the first half, and you know, I think one of the things the Pirates is going to focus on, and again, you know, we from Brad's point of view, you just got to do those little things, and one of the ones is giving up, you know, 12 offensive rebounds is really uncool. They're out rebounded by 20 so far in the first half. And, you know, that's just a little effort thing. I mean, I don't see any monsters on this Rip team, so that's just a real simple, you know, get a good hand out, close out, and then hit a person.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say, you know, the likes of Layla Prince, you know, she's not the tallest player out on the floor by any stretch of the imagination, and yet she's probably one of their best rebounders so far. Hands there by Axum. Couldn't quite get the steal, though, flicking it back into Roche. Ball ends over up on the far side, but no good for Ups. Again, talking about those offensive rebounds, there's another second chance opportunity for them.
Yeah, bad luck from Axum. Just a smidge late on that as she tried to draw the charge. Good energy. She's provided good energy for them defensively tonight.
It's the new kicks. You always play better in new kicks. Roche up and down, just nailing the three-point shot.
McHugh did a pretty good job defensively, staying in front, using her body, chesting up, which is exactly what you'd want. And, you know, Roche just understood time and space.
That's nice from Anna Maluga, though, finding her way down the key. Nice little inside shot. Ditchburn, top of the key. Shot clock rolling down into single digits. Roche to Ups in the corner. That's off the side of the backboard. Offensive.
Well, it was a good closeout from El Maluga, and then put her in the spin cycle. Great move.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a foul underneath here. They're going to wave away the bucket for Cameron Hughes.
Yeah, just before the shot.
And they've got the foul on Axum. Roche with it again. Good screen there. Finds her way to the right, flicks it up, gets the contact from Mana Maluga as well, and she'll go to the line for another two. She's just such an agile player, Roche.
Yeah, just great balance. You know, really good vision. Bit of a nightmare to coach against, I'm guessing, with her coming at you all night long. And, you know, I guess that's why, you know, she's a current Opal Riggs and obviously down there with the Canberra Capitals. Not sure how the old NBL, WNBL is going to go. That'll be fascinating over the next little while with the COVID world. Hopefully we can get both those competitions going. Well,
I've got my Bullets season tickets just sitting there waiting for the update. So hopefully we have a season because I've already paid for it.
Yeah.
But I know they were talking about having an update for the NBL at least anyway, an update out in the next couple of weeks regarding the actual season itself now that they've got that COVID task force in place. And at the moment, it looks like it's not going to start until 2021. I know they were hoping for a November season start, but it looks like that may be pushed back to 21.
Yeah. Great move there. McHugh just when she just opened up the textbook and showed people how to do a great drive. Little drop step to the middle, and great move.
Already a great little player for her age as well, and you know, again, trying to come up and defend the likes of Roche. to think of what kind of player she's going to be like in 2 or 3 years' time with a little bit of extra development, a little bit of extra coaching, she's going to have a pretty good career ahead of her, either in the QBL or if college pathways ever open up again with what's going on.
Well, I didn't do a lot wrong there, but referee saw something.
That'll be 3 for McHugh. Second one, no good on that occasion.
There you go, good rip.
Manamaluga, great drive.
Yeah. That was a shame. They actually got something nice out of the set, but Manamaluga just barrowed through. Was it ups there, Reeds? I think. Might have been ditch. Yeah, might have been Ditchburn. But again, just good read. Just a bit better defense on that occasion.
Yeah, it was just good positioning. And, Manamaluga tried to change direction, but defense read it well, got in front, maintained position, and, just all around pretty good job. I don't know. Something's gone awry, Dave, because I'm looking.
No, they're all. They were just. I just saw the bench. I just saw the bench having conversations about it too. So there is some weird stuff going on with the stats.
Yeah, I was going to say. Stats has 30 to 58. Score bench has 28-58. I've got 30-60. So all three of us disagree.
I'm in a go on the limb at the moment, and I know they're down 30 odd. So it may not have a huge impact on the result of the game, but hopefully the score bench cleans that up.
For argument's sake, I'm going to go match what is on the scoreboard in front of me. So 28 plays 58. USC Rip City in the lead by 30 as we see an illegal screen off the ball. They're going to get that one against Ditchburn, just hooking the arm to try and get position. I didn't see that one, Dave, did you?
No, it looked like the right call. I think she was just trying to establish position. And
well, good defense from Southwest. Axum hitting a brick wall, but getting the foul beforehand.
But before that, Axum's got to do a better job of rubbing her player off that pick and roll. She went too early, didn't rub like we teach the juniors, and that's how you really rub your defender into the screen and come off. And to be honest, that's been a part of them tonight. Has just been a bit of shortcutting and so forth, and so that's limiting their effectiveness of some of their stuff. Sounds like a little thing, but it makes a big difference.
Well, Axum goes 2 from 2 for the line, closing that gap down a little bit.
Well, now it's 30-58, mate.
I'm still out. I had 60, so I don't know where that one came from.
I can't help you with that one.
Ooh, bit of an unfortunate foul there for Robinson, just not quite having position. And we're in foul trouble again, Dave, so down the other end we travel.
Yeah, that was just one of the awkward ones where you can see why the referee blew the whistle, but not a huge amount of contact. She just sort of split, she sort of pivoted into the trouble. And
it's tough as well because Farley looked like she was off balance as well when the contact occurred. So even though the defender didn't really do a lot wrong, that slight touch of contact just knocked the already off balance Farley over. So probably looked a little bit worse than what it was. Farley makes both. They're on 32. Roche with it now for Rip. Roche on the side. 3-point is up off the front of the rim. Ditchburn fights for the offensive rebound and pulls it down. And like that just goes to show the aggression from Rip City as well. With that offensive rebound from Ditchburn, it was one Rip player v 2 Southwest players, and the Rip player gets it.
Came up with it. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's just that extra little bit of mongrel that these Rip girls have. You know, they're fighting for every single ball, and they're not missing on any opportunity. If there's an open ball, they're hungry for it. They're going after every single loose ball that they possibly can.
Yeah, good penetration from Taylor again, hitting Farley for the 3. Not enough of that so far for the Pirates.
Well, good hustle from Beatson from behind to try and pull that one away from the defender. Ended in a jump ball as Axum floats one up and just a little bit too strong, floating off the front of the rim.
Oh, good D. Well, there's been more charges than you can poke a stick at tonight, my friend.
Yeah. And I don't know. That's a tough one because really, like,
I just lost. Sorry, Riggs. Roshi just gave herself a little bit of a woosah moment, which is hilarious. That is my play of the game, as she was raging about the call, and she just walked away and had a little.
It's a tough one because if it was going to be a foul, I 100% agree that is a charge. But when you don't displace the defender, there is no advantage or disadvantage. So why do we need a call? And that's what I struggled to see in that. But Sabo, 3-point shot for Southwest. Nice little bucket. Oh, nice no-look pass from Ups.
Oh, lovely.
Flips it up from underneath as well.
With the left.
Takes him to 60. There we go. Back on track. Found a 60.
There we go.
Don't know how we got there, but we got there.
Well, much better quarter here from the Pirates. You know, it's a 12-6 quarter from them up. So, you know, they've made a little bit of a correction. I think they've done a better job on Rochi and also probably cleaning up the boards a little bit, which is something they've just got to continue to keep battling. And like I said before, Riggs, about that, the difference between Axum turning the corner and using that pick and roll. Watch how Roshi comes off a pick. That, you know, that shoulder to shoulder rub. That's how you come off those picks. Big difference.
Yeah, well, the minute you leave that slightest bit of a gap on the pick, like that's just where things go wrong. Yeah. If you leave the gap, it just gives the defender that opportunity to move and get in front. And that's where you start getting those really messy plays. And more often than not, they're going to go against the offensive team rather than defensive. So you got to have the strength to be able to bump shoulders with your own player and keep driving through.
Taylor's been good tonight. I think, you know, nice little penetrating pitch.
Nice little handoff there as well. Farley, it looked good. Just didn't quite want to sit. And good D there from Taylor on Rochi as well. Unfortunate foul. But pretty good job overall, I think, from Taylor. Kept herself in front.
It was a good job. I mean, you could easily be happy if that one, there was no call there. But Brad certainly disagreed with the call.
Yeah, I think Brad's just a bit frustrated. Yeah. There's a few things that I think he's just a bit frustrated with.
Yeah, and understandably. But, you know, really good to see the Pirates fought back in this third quarter. See if they can keep it going for this next 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, a much better third overall. I don't know what Coach George said to the girls at the old halftime break, but they've definitely come out with a little bit more hunger in them. Down both ends of the floor, it's not just defensively. Like, even on the offensive side, you know, they're finding better opportunities. And, you know, Sabo coming out with a 3-point shot and, you know, dribble handoffs and moving the ball around the top of the key, cutting in the middle. You know, Sav, beautiful open bucket underneath and great recognition from Taylor as well. So, you know, offenses like that is how Southwest should have been playing the whole game, but we haven't seen it until this second half. Oh, there's not too much more you can do there if you're Amanda Beatson on defense, just straight as a stick.
Yeah, great little pocket pass too, coming off the pick and roll. And
Farley, no hand in the face. She'll take a 3 and drain it.
Looked good as soon as it came out of the hand.
Yeah. Can't remember who the defender was, but it looks like they went to have the hand in the face, but just hesitated against it and probably regretting that decision. You can't leave Farley open on the three-point line. She's got a pretty good shot. Good help defense there from Parker. Rochi's shot, no good. Hustle, O-board.
Oh, she almost deserves the end one. But they're not going to give it to her.
No. But again, it's just, you know, hustling for those O-boards, right? Like, there is no way Up should have got that rebound, but she got in there, she hustled for it, she's ripped it out, and now she's on the line for two. Taylor on Deneen, sorry. Beatson underneath, fires it into the front of the rim, but gets her own rebound. Great defense from Ups. Parker in the corner, fakes out Layla Prince, I think that was.
Good move.
Rochi v. Taylor fires over the top of her, can't get it to fall.
Well, I mean, there's probably a couple of no calls there.
Good closeout from Taylor there as well. Didn't look like she was going to get there in time. Rochi gets the steal, fakes out Beatson, fires over the top. That bounces off the back of the rim as well. Just a couple of good defensive plays there from Southwest, just getting in the head of Rochi. Finds Beatson, finds Parker. Three's up off the front of the rim. That's a better O-board from Beatson, and she fires away, but a little bit too soft. Under a minute to go in the third here now. Rochi with it. Big screen there, and yeah, quite easily illegal from Brooke Pateman, just not getting into position on time. Rochi not so USA on that play, Dave.
No, she was not. She was not. I love Taylor. Good on you, Courtney Taylor. I love it. Get upper. She's been good. And as you say, just that little bit of mongrel is what she added here in this third quarter. And that's a foul.
Foul every day of the week, yeah.
I don't really know what the Rip are complaining about. I mean,
no, like Deneen was never in front, just bumping her the whole way to the bucket. And, you know, Taylor had a right to go straight to the bucket. And as you could tell, she was absolutely curving to get there because of the contact on the side from Deneen. So
I just love the, you know, with your playing and coach hat on, and you kind of the first 4 minutes was a whistle-a-thon. And then the last, you know, few minutes have been pretty physical.
First is good for Taylor. Like you said, she's been having a really good game as well. Probably she hasn't done a lot in the points department as she gets a sitting offensive rebound.
Yeah.
But, you know, she's not out there to be a huge point scorer here for this Pirates team. She's there to set up offenses, to be an absolute mongrel on defense, which she's really done in this third quarter.
Yeah.
You know, she's making it difficult, and especially getting in the head of Rochi as well, because realistically, that's what Southwest needs at the moment. They need to get into Rochi's head. They need to stop her scoring streak. And I think Taylor's done a pretty good job of that. She's doing exactly what she needs to.
Yeah, she absolutely has. Staying connected, trying to take her out of the game. Good box out from Farley.
Great pass from Taylor.
Ooh.
Probably rushed shot from Christy Lee Farley. Rochi dances around O, finds her way underneath, handoff. Deneen too strong. 3 seconds to shoot, get it up. It's in. No, off the front of the rim for Ups to end the third quarter. And better quarter from Pirates. Still trailing by 25, but a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely, a lot better. And you know, just I think a lot of it was just simply competing. You know, I'm not saying they shot the ball super duper, but they did look inside a couple of times, Sav and Beatson and co. So yeah, much better.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that is the three-quarter break. So we'll take a quick rest. We'll come back to some stats in the last minute or so of the break. So stay right with us. We'll be back with you shortly. And back with you here from the ship. We're about to kick off the fourth quarter. There's a little bit of debate raging, Dave, between stats, score bench, you and I, coaching staff.
I love it.
So
controversy.
Yeah, we had the discussion. The score sheet had the break score as 41. Oops, as I switch back to the right thing. So at the break, we did have it listed as 41. However, there has been an adjustment. Stats, opposition coach, you, me, all agreed the score was 43 for Pirates. So that's what we've modified it to. So we went into the three-quarter time break 41-66. We're coming out of it 43-66. However, it is now 43-68. Rip City getting a nice early bucket on the board. So we see ups going up. McHugh, nice little easy sitting defensive rebound. Savo wide open on the three-point line. She hit her last one and she hit this one as well. Nice little shot, yeah, Sav.
Really nice. Great follow through. Good looking shot. Woo. Great move. Turned the corner, had her on a hip. And just nice little 1-2 in for the layup around the big.
She's just such an agile player, I think is probably the right word to describe it. Yeah. Like, even when she's off balance, she still looks so in control of her body and the way that she shoots the ball. Like, that was an out-of-control right-hand finger roll that, you know, to a degree looked messy. But yeah, she's got so much control on that she still manages to find a way to sink it.
There's old Prince. Again, 21 for her now.
Yeah, beautiful little player, Prince. She's been having a stellar game. I think surely she's on a double-double by now, isn't she, with rebounds?
Nah, let's be fair, Rick. She's been a bit lazy on the O-boards since her behemoth second quarter. She's only got one board since we gave her a bit of love. Right. She's 21-9.
Ooh, I was close on the double-double.
You were close.
I was very close.
She needs to get hungry and get back on the O-glass.
Oh, look, she's got 8 minutes to do it, so I'm sure she'll find the 10th rebound. See Manamaluga putting away a nice little jump shot there for the Pirates. Up to 48. As Roche spins on McHugh, then drives into McHugh.
Well, Roche's, you know, she's got some stats. 28 and 14 boards.
That's a big double-double. And rightfully so as well. Like the way Roche's played tonight, you know, the stats we saw for her leading into tonight's game have absolutely been, you know, matched, if not better, in the contest here. Roche couldn't make that one. The foul on that one called on McHugh, which I believe is her 4th personal. So Taylor subbing in for McHugh. Out of bounds play off Rip City, so Southwest going to bring the ball in. 7.5 to go here in the 4th. Taylor going to control it for the Pirates. Screen from O is good. And that's a good offense there. Like, they didn't get the points off it, but that's a nice set play. Screen at the top, penetration into the keyway to draw the defender, leave Farley out wide on the 3-point shot. It didn't work, unfortunately, but it's a much better offense than some of what we've seen.
Yeah, good look.
And realistically, let's do it again. Set something up, set the screen. O going to take it at the top of the 3. Hand off to Taylor. Christy Lee Farley underneath, bounces the ball off the knee of Ups. Oh, beautiful pass down underneath to Ditchburn, who puts it away.
Yeah,
that was a clean pass.
Good transition, and not a whole lot of anything from the Pirates there in that D-trans. No one stopped the ball and no one protected the rim.
Farley couldn't get the friendly roll. Roche's rejected by Farley. Ditchburn with the O board. Reverse put back for 2.
Timeout here.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Yeah, they're going to take a rest. Dave, we'll take a quick one as well, but stay right with us. We'll be back with you shortly. And back with you here from Hibiscus Sports Stadium. It's 77 plays 48. Rip City truly in control of this game, Dave.
Yeah, well and truly are. And you know, the Pirates haven't shot the ball well at all. You know, that's 3 of 19 from 3. She was due, Parker.
Yeah, she's got a nice shot.
Again, good kick from Savannah as well.
Ooh, ankle breaker from Ups. Can't get the ball to fall, though. Beats in 3-on-1. Picks up the foul. I mean, pick a player, any player, but they've given the foul to Cameron Hughes. Screen from Beatson for O. Dishes back to her. Beatson straight up with the netball shot. Hughes defensive rebound for Rip. Prince to ups. Roche, three-pointer, a little bit soft. But again, solid offensive rebound underneath. I think, was that out of bounds, Dave?
Well, I couldn't see it. I actually was, I was trying to do a bit of homework for you, Riggs. Just seeing that, was that the halftime score? Yeah, Roche had 26 at the half, so she's only had 4 points in this second half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking it a little bit lighter. How much has the team scored in the second half so far, Dave?
Yeah, let me have a quick look.
Is it just that Rip isn't scoring at all, or is it more so just that it's a fairer distribution of points, giving other girls opportunities?
They absolutely have slowed down. I'll just have a look at the quick stats. My little box doesn't. Yeah, I mean, Pirates won that third, like we talked about, finished up 20-12, so +8, and then Ripper +1 here in the fourth. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Rip have only scored 23 points in this second half so far.
Yeah, so definitely a better job defensively from Southwest then, just preventing a couple of those Roche points, making it a little bit harder for them to, rack up the score.
I think they've definitely improved how they've defended her in this second half.
Axum can't get the and one on the foul play. Shot clock on 5, needing to get a shot away here. Taylor finds Beatson inside. Beatson, I don't think she's aware of the shot clock, so violation for the 24-second shot clock. Unfortunately going to go against Christy Lee Farley. I don't know whether they've changed the 24-second shot clock rule on situations like that, because back when I was doing stats, Farley would be liable for that 24-second violation, despite the fact that she had all of a third of a second to shoot it. So I'm hoping they've changed that, because that's a tough turnover against her name if that's the case.
I'm not sure either. Ooh, nice little move from Taylor.
Yeah, little floater. Ditchburn, solid screen. Roche fires around it, can't get it to fall. Good board from Parker. Parker again in the corner, long two. That's good. Southwest getting themselves on a little bit of a roll here, Dave.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably
18. Well, a little bit too late, but yeah, down to 18 though. It's a good way to fight back.
And again, it's just positive signs for the team as a whole as well. Like, they haven't put themselves out of the game to the point where they've given up. They're still working on their plays. They're working on their offense. They're fighting for the D boards.
Yeah.
And they've got their way back to only they're down 18.
They're up 10. And they've scored 32 points this half so far. And more importantly, they've held the Rip to 23. She was due, I was going to say, she's due. she struggled the last 4 or 5. And
what was that? Was that her seventh?
Nothing
three?
But net. Let me have a quick little look, Reed.
It's been a few. She's got more than a handful.
She's got a couple.
Oh, nice handoff there from Beatson for Christy Lee Farley. Gets her own board and fouled on the putback as well. A little bit of hustle there from Christy Lee Farley. Nice to see.
Yeah, she's given some good minutes tonight.
Yeah. You only got the foul against, I think I've been saying wrong. I think it's Megan Ditchburn, sorry. I think I've been saying Megan the entire game.
Yeah, the 5 Riggs, 5 of 13
only
from
5.
downtown,
Yeah, right.
but she has 32 points, 14 boards. And if this stat is correct, and I've never really paid a whole lot of attention to it, she's drawn 13 fouls.
You know what? That is That's probably a fair call.
It would be. She
the
has
vast
been
majority in the first half.
beaten and hacked and slapped and all game long.
Well, have a look. How many free throws has she made as well? Because she's been in that
11 or 14. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say in that first half, she easily went to the free throw line 5 or 6 times in the first quarter, probably. Yeah, definitely an impressive player, Rochi. And from memory, I think she's only just come up to Queensland. I don't think I've ever seen her play before. So I'd heard stories leading into tonight's game, and obviously that she had made the Opals squad of 23, plays for Canberra. But yeah, haven't had the pleasure of seeing her play yet. But really nice little player, especially only 22, I believe we discovered at halftime. So. Yeah, great young talent that the USC Rip City have managed to pull into the QSL season.
Absolutely.
Ooh, jumper bounces around the rim, but again, O-boards for Hughes. Deneen, great recognition. Ups, takes the contact, fires away. Parker gets the board. Good little hustle here from Southwest late in this fourth quarter, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Farley.
Christy Lee Farley. Yeah, possibly a little bit of a push off.
A little sneaky one.
And that's a good put down there for Southwest. Gerhardt getting the 3. I mean, they brought themselves within 13. This is probably the smallest gap we've had for
has to be
15 or so minutes, I'd say, Dave.
I'd say since the first quarter, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, the first quarter they were down by 23, 24. Yeah. So they've well and truly fought their way back into it. It's tough being the last minute of the game, but great fourth quarter effort here from the Pirates, and beautiful defense there from Christy Lee Farley, just flooring whoever it is. I can't see who took the contact, but it was big contact. It might have actually been Rochi.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, again, Christy Lee Farley, doing a lot of things, a couple of good minutes here in the fourth in particular.
We don't have the ESPN stats, Reeks, but the Southwest stats, I'm going to give her a 30-15 game, which is probably in the pretty rare categories for Rochi.
Yeah.
And 32 points, 15 boards, and that was another foul she just drew, and 14 fouls that she's drawn. So it's a pretty fair stat.
Yeah. And especially when, you look at, the 30 points that she's made, 11 of those are from the free throw line.
Yeah. Prince with 21, Ditchburn 8, Pateman 4, Robinson 2, and Deneen 1 off the bench. And for the Pirates, Taylor 5, McHugh 6, Farley 9, Axum 4, Melamaluga 10, Gerhard 3, Parker 8, Savannah AU 8, Farley 4, and Beatson 10. But I think for the Pirates, much better effort here in the second half.
Well and truly,
and something for them to build on.
Yeah, definitely so. And I mean, realistically, they just need to carry the energy and the grunt that they've had in this fourth quarter across all 4 quarters, Dave. I mean, the way they've come out in this fourth, they've played more aggressively defensively. They've played a more structured offense. And, they've had a couple of good little runs. They went on an 8-0 streak towards the last couple of minutes. And, they just need to try and feed that into the rest of their game. And they can, remain competitive in this QSL league.
Yeah, absolutely.
But lo and behold, that is the full-time siren. It is 83-67. The USC Rip City continue on with another good performance here at the Pirate Ship. We've rattled off a couple of stats there, Dave, but final thoughts before we get ready for the men's.
I mean, for the Rip, I think they might have taken their foot off the brake a smidge, but if they didn't, it was a good fight back from the Pirates, and, I think, a good performance from the Rip early. They set up their win in the first quarter, to be honest, so they did the work early, and then they benefited from it for the rest of the game, so great win.
Yeah, definitely so. Really solid win from the USC Rip City ladies team. And that does wrap things up here from our stream. We're going to get ourselves set up for the men's, so don't forget to go anywhere. It is going to be on the Pirates YouTube channel in a different stream, so jump back onto the events page and find the game. We'll have the men's game for you in, I think, roughly 10 minutes. We're hoping to tip off the men's, so we've gained a little bit of ground at least here, Dave. So thanks for tuning in for us. I'd just like to say a quick shout out and a big thank you to Chris Sieber up behind us on the camera, Dave Derwin, my co-commentator. My name is Regan Baker from the Stream Team Australia, and we will be back with you shortly for the men's action live from the pirate ship.